How you doing? Woo, woo. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Church of RNK. How are you doing? I'm Rosemary Nonny Knight, and we are here. We are here. We are here. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk a little bit about the affirmation for today, which is changing your mind, being prosperous, being blessed and loved, being, what's the last one? Powerful. Okay, we're going to talk about all of that, but first and foremost, I'm going to sing you the affirmation for today so that you can take that into your day and start actually to do stuff with it. Okay, so the affirmation for today, or should I share this first? You know what? I'm going to share first and then I'm going to come back. So give me 2 seconds. Say hello in the comments whilst you're waiting and I will be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so let's sing the affirmation for today and get on going. Hey, Linda, how are you doing, my honey? Lovely to have you here. Lovely, lovely, lovely to have you here. Gonna sing at you now. Okay, so the affirmation for today. Okay, calm down, Rosemary. Calm down. Feet on the ground. Breathe, because I get so excited about doing these things. Okay. I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. And again, I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. Our affirmation for today. I will sing it through and through and through until it sticks in your mind for today. I have stuff on my floor. I need to move stuff. Anyway, so I'm willing to change my mind. I'm willing to change my mind. Why do I say those words specifically? Most people go through life with their mind set. Okay, when you were born, probably your mind wasn't set. It got set by experiences, by people older than you, by people that you respected. Then your mind got set in its ways. You got to about, I suppose you got to about 20, you're thinking you're going to change the world. You got to about 30, you realize, oh my gosh, it's not as easy as I thought. Basically. And so then you set your mind. It's like, oh well, this is it. This is my life. Okay. And maybe you've made some mistakes. Maybe you've had some losses. Maybe you've got yourself into a relationship that is really not what you want at all. Maybe you have children and, children are a blessing, absolutely, but now you're alone and it's like, how did this happen? That was not supposed to be part of my life. But then it is, and so there's part of you that starts to think that this is my life, this is my life. Your mind becomes set in its ways. You start to think, well, there is no other way. And I'm saying, honey, we need to be willing to change our mind. Regardless of what is happening right in front of you, regardless of what mistakes were made, if I had decided that, you know what, I'm forever bankrupt, then that would have been my story forever. Forever, I would have had that to look back on and think, oh, well, that defined me for the rest of my life. That was my identity for the rest of my life. But I'm saying we must be willing to change our mind, okay, from whatever, even though it looks as though we are stuck and this is it, there's no other way. Be willing to change your mind. Align your mind with what your higher power says about you, okay? Forget about what you think. Forget about what some person has said about you. Forget about how you were brought up. Forget about any of that. Is this life that you're living as it is right now? Does it feel good? Again, some of y'all might think, okay, yeah, but what's feeling good got to do with it? Everything, honey. You aren't here to feel bad all the time. No matter what someone may have taught you about sacrifice and all of those wonderful, wonderful sounding things that people sometimes associate with religion, and then it becomes a theology, it becomes a dogma that you're not supposed to be happy and you're not supposed to be feeling good. Basically, it's somehow selfish to feel good, and it's not the truth. Again, are you willing to change your mind? Are you willing to change your mind about what you have accepted as truth for your life? Because, honey, what you think you're allowed, what you think about yourself is determining how your life plays out. It may not seem that way, but you know what? Maybe there were circumstances beyond your control at some point. But the moment you aligned with those circumstances and decided, well, this must be it, you became responsible for keeping yourself stuck. but you can change your mind. Is this life that you're living right now, is it what your higher power says about you? Is it what you say about you, really? If you go back and you remember in days gone by, is this what you thought? It is okay if it is. I'm not saying everybody feels bad and horrible all the time. That's not the truth at all. But you know what? We are created in the image of the divine. There is always the next level to go to. Always, unless we're kind of walking dead. Ultimately, truth be told, okay? That is my thinking around all of this. So tell me, guys. Tell me where you're streaming in from. That would be great. So speak to me. Speak to me and tell me if any of what I'm saying is making you think. Because I do want you to think. And to start to change your mind about what you've decided is possible for you. Maybe you are living in a particular country and you think, well, I cannot do all of that other stuff over there. Is that the truth? Or is that the truth that you've set your mind to create? And you actually want that to be your truth? And if you don't want it to be, why have you accepted it as truth? Have you told yourself, oh, because I'm a particular skin color, I cannot do whatever. Is that the truth, or is that just the truth that you've decided is true? And now you've set your mind like flint and you refuse to look to the left or the right, and opportunities keep coming at you, but you can't see them because you have decided that because this, and this happened, or because I am this, therefore I cannot do that. Is that the truth? Or have you just set your mind in a way that keeps you down? Are you willing to change your mind? Let's sing the affirmation again. I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. Got my chords wrong. I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. I want that to be ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing in your mind all day today, because I want you, one, to change your mind. Change your mind about what is possible for you. I get too many people sending me messages and emails about, oh, I can't do this because of this. Change your mind. If you want a different experience of life, change your mind about what is possible for you. Change your mind about whether you can or cannot do something. Do not let your old stories continue to control you and keep you stuck in a situation, relationships, health, wealth, money, all of that stuff. You don't want to be stuck in any situation that doesn't feel good to you simply because you have decided that there is no other way. It's not the truth. It's never the truth. If you're not happy, if you're not completely fulfilled, and if you want to elevate, if you simply want to elevate, maybe you've reached a great standard of, yeah, okay, life is great, but I know there's more for me, then change your mind. This is not the pinnacle for you. There is more. You can step into more. Align yourself with what your higher power says about you, okay? If you are that spiritual person, then yeah, you know. Are you living to the values or to the name that you've been called by your higher power, or are you living to nonsense? Are you living to other people's opinions of you? Is it time for you to change your mind, honey? Because the next level demands that you cannot think in the same way that you've been thinking to date. It's time for you to change your mind. And the other line here is, I'm prosperous. This is the thing. If you don't change your mind, you will never realize that actually the key to all the prosperity, all the abundance in terms of finances you desire, it's all inside of you. The purpose-driven profits are inside of you. They are, how is it? If you align yourself with what your higher power has called you to be, there's a certain thing, a certain work, a certain something that you are here to do. And as you change your mind, you allow yourself to step into that calling for you. And that calling is going to be your most profitable work, if you let it be. Unless, of course, you buy into all kinds of nonsense about whether you're allowed to or not. So inside of you right now is your path to wealth. Inside of you right now is your path to prosperity, if you will change your mind and allow yourself to step into it. You may have already experienced a certain level of prosperity. You know, I did for a while, but I knew it wasn't my path. And I had to make a decision to kind of walk away from that. I'm not telling anybody to quit everything. I didn't quit everything all at once. I made a transition. But I had to make that decision to make a transition. Ooh, I like that. decision to transition. I should hold on to that, actually. That's a good one. You make the decision to transition into your biggest life. I need to find another into your thing. That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Okay, so I had to make a decision at some point that, you know what? Yeah, okay, I could stay here and it's okay, but it's not what I feel called to. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like I want to wake up and do this for the rest of my life. So what other way is there? Thankfully, the universe made me change my mind. Hopefully you won't wait until you get kicked out of your comfort before you do something. But whichever way, you know what? Whichever way gets you onto the right path for you. Preferably make the decision yourself. Make the decision to transition over to something that feels good to you. You have a choice. Your prosperity, your true prosperity, that pathway to there is inside of you. It is through your calling. It is through the thing that you're specifically here to do. Lots of people make so many decisions because, again, they've set their mind that, oh, well, the only way I can make money is if I do this thing over here that I do not like. I made that decision many times, and it's taken years of stripping away and stripping away and stripping away and becoming a lot more courageous in finally deciding, you know what? This is the way I feel called to create wealth. It seems crazy, but I'm going to do it. You know what? It's like all of universe waits for you to finally come to the, okay, I surrender. I surrender. I'm tired. I'm trying to figure it out myself. I'm trying to be all completely logical about it. I'm not saying we want to switch off our brains completely, but I am saying that, you know what? The thing that you're here to do is bigger than you. It's bigger than what you can think of. Okay, so you will look at the call on your life and you will say, it's not practical for me to make that work. And I have family and I have bills and I have this and I have the other. And yeah, you get the choice to make that choice. Okay, that's your free will. You get to choose that. Or you can make a decision to transition. I love that. You can make a decision to transition into the best life for you. Your choice will always be your choice. You can be prosperous doing something you're not supposed to be doing. It just won't be full. You won't feel fulfilled in it. You won't feel that great in it. Maybe people look up to you and you'll try to pretend that this is what you're supposed to be doing. But it won't be true prosperity because you'll know this isn't my path and there will be a limit. There will be a limit. And you will set your mind thinking, well, it's enough, isn't it? Don't be that person. Go for all that you're designed for. There is a world waiting for us to wake up and really live to the fullness of our possibilities or our opportunities of our potential. When we settle, we think it's just about us, but it's not just about us. Yes, you can find a level of prosperity by doing something that you're not actually completely aligned to. Of course you can. You know, if you work hard enough at anything, you can make it work. But why, if you're going to work hard at something, why not work hard at the thing that you're particularly called to do? The thing about the thing you're particularly called to do is that there's a lot of emotional attachment to it, and so it can feel hard. But focus on loving the people you're called to serve. Don't be so spiritual that you're kind of crazy and you don't learn how to promote and market yourself, okay? That's a recipe for disaster, basically. Combine your logic with your intuitive guidance, with the divine guidance that is always available to you. If you will surrender and stop fighting who you are and actually choose to go after the calling on your life, you can be prosperous, wildly prosperous, doing the work that you're here to do. It was no mistake, you know? Inside of you is your path to purpose-driven profits, if you will choose it. Let's sing this affirmation again. I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. And again, I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. Okay, and then we're talking about I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. You are never alone. That's what I wanted to say there. You're never alone in you pursuing the actual life that you're here to live. You are not alone. It may seem at the beginning when you've made that decision to transition, when you've made that decision to transition, it may feel like, what? Are you crazy? You're walking away from people you know because they do things a certain way or you're trying to do things somewhat differently, and it may feel alone. You may feel alone. You may feel like you have to walk your path alone for a season. But you know what? The divine is always with you. Your high power is always with you. You are never actually alone. And actually, there will be people on your path at some point that you can combine with, or you can deliberately go find people who think like you do. Basically, and sometimes the way to find people who think like you do is get on your path, get on your actual path, and you'll find that there are people on the path. It's scary at the beginning because you're thinking, I'm going to be alone in this. Nobody understands why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? My life is kind of okay. For some people, your life is not okay. So it's almost like you have no choice. You may as well. It's like when I made the decision to go after my actual life, I was at bottom. It's like, well, I have nothing to lose, so I may as well go for the thing I actually want instead of returning to what I never wanted in the first place anyway. So you are not alone in this. You are loved. When you respond to the calling inside of you, you're not alone. It's like the heavens are open and shouting, yeah, man, basically, and all the angels and everything, ultimately depending on what you believe. But I personally believe there's angels all on your side. The whole of the universe wants to work with you if you will be willing to actually step onto your path. You are not alone. You are completely loved, and divine guidance is absolutely available to you, even though there are times when you will feel as if it's just me trying to make this whole thing work. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel so confused and oh my God. You just need to breathe. Come back to center. Yeah, you might want to work with me in the Abundance Mastermind. I can definitely help you with that. But you know what? Inside of you is the ability to connect with spirit, to hear from spirit, to act on divine guidance. You're never alone. You are so loved that you would never be left alone. And for me, I know the recognition that I am loved has been the single most defining factor in my life, basically. And it took me quite a few years to get to the point where I finally truly knew that I've always been loved. I am so completely loved, and I'm still always opening up to even more and more of it. But I still remember when it became like, oh my gosh, I'm so loved. It's incredible. What have I been afraid of for so long? But anyway, sometimes everybody has to go on their journey and get to the point where they realize you've never been alone. Always, everything, no matter how crazy it has seemed, has been leading you to your destiny. If you will surrender. It's an active surrender though. It's not some surrender, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing for the rest of my life. Nah. Basically, it's an active choice that, I'm making that decision to transition, and I am also, I'm surrendering to the calling on my life deliberately. What do I need to do next? What is the next thing to do? Asking and listening for divine guidance, and then moving your butt. Okay? Moving your butt, and not letting desperation or fear or any of the things that you've kind of lived with for so long control your next moves. Okay? Let's sing this affirmation again. I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. And again, I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am blessed. I am powerful. Who do you know needs to hear this? Can you share it? That would be awesome. So share it or tag somebody in. That would be great. Okay, so being powerful. Sometimes we get ourselves into situations where you feel completely powerless to change it. It may be a relationship. Maybe in your relationship you feel you have to stay in this relationship because, I don't have the money to leave. If I leave, then suddenly my money disappears, so I have to stay here. So you feel powerless. Or you feel as if no matter what I do, I seem to be putting on weight and I can't do anything about it. Powerless. or I work hard and I still don't make the money that I want to make, powerless. All of these things make you feel powerless. There's lots of different situations where you feel powerless, or you keep having this recurring anger and annoyance at particular people in your life, and it keeps coming back. Again, you're feeling powerless because no matter how hard you try to forgive, to let it go, blah, 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 you feel powerless. Can I say to you that you're not powerless? There's always a choice, but maybe the way you've been looking to do it is keeping you powerless because you're trying to do things the way you've seen other people do it or whatever, instead of looking for your own individual divine guidance on how you can do things for yourself, okay? You are never powerless. You are a powerful creature, creation. You are created in the image of the divine. You are, I would say, divinity, constrained by humanity at times. But when it comes down to it, you are never powerless. You are never powerless. There is always a route of escape from whatever situation you find yourself in. The question is, one, you're not always willing to do the thing. Let's be honest. There are sometimes you can kind of see the route of escape, but it's like, that seems hard. I think I'll just stick with this hard that I know over here. Basically, I'm not sure that I want to go to that hard over there because it might be crazy hard and oh my gosh. And so then you stay stuck and you feel powerless and you start looking for people to blame and blah, 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 blah. But honey, we have to get above that. We have to change our mind. We have to get above that and become people. Actually, I can put this down for a second. Become people who are powerful. We make powerful choices. You might be that person trying to start a business and you find yourself being unable to be consistent, or at least that's the way it feels. And so then you start to think, I'm so powerless. Whenever I get enthusiastic and then I lose it, I get enthusiastic and I lose it. But there's always a route of escape. Maybe you need to decide that you want to work with an actual mentor, or maybe you need to have some kind of, systems in place that mean that I always do this at this time because this reminds me or that reminds me. There's always a way. There's always a way to take yourself from whatever powerless situation you find yourself in to the next level. But usually you're either allowing fear to stop you from taking that route of escape, or you are telling yourself you don't know. I don't know. I always ban I don't know on client calls. It's like, no, you do not ever say to me, I don't know. Because the moment you say I don't know, your brain is like, shut down. She doesn't know, or he doesn't know. So therefore, yeah, we just don't know. But it's never the truth. If you will take a moment and you will bring your courage together, because usually it's just because the choice being presented to you is one that you don't want. And so because you don't want to have to do it, you tell yourself that you don't know what to do. But you do know what to do. There's always a way. There's always someone or something or some way out of whatever situation you find yourself in. You are too powerful to be stuck. You are too powerful to be trapped in any situation unless you are choosing it. So if you take the stance that I'm always choosing my life, I'm always deliberately designing my life. Do I like what I've designed? No? Okay, what can I do to move forward? And actually ask for divine guidance in this. What can I do to move myself away from this situation and take myself towards something that feels better to me? Ask yourself, listening for the answer. What will it take for me to change my life situation? What will it take for me to make this relationship work? What is the best thing I can do next to make some more money in my business? What can I do? What is the next step for me? And then actually actively, listen for guidance. Hey, Felicia. I'm not sure how to say your name, but I hope I was close. Lovely to have you here, honey. Are you willing to change your mind? Are you willing to change your mind? You are never as stuck as you think you are. You may be scared. I get that. But you can still act despite fear. You are more powerful than allowing an emotion to completely control you. Unless it's helping you move forward. Okay? You are powerful. Created in the image of the divine. You are never powerless. Never, ever. And when you start to feel that way, it's time for you to actually look actively for the route of escape and to just jump on it, even if it feels, oh my gosh, you can change. Okay? Let's sing this affirmation again. I am willing to change my mind. I am power. No. Oh, great, Felicia. I'm glad that I did say it right. Okay, I've never seen a name like that. It's a really cool name. I like it. I like it. I like the uniqueness of it. Very cool. Okay, so guys, this is it. So be willing to change your mind. Start to affirm to yourself, I am prosperous, I am loved, I am powerful. And then really start to live that out by choice, because everything comes down to your choice, okay? And this is the thing. If you know that you're looking for some divine guidance to move yourself forward, to elevate any area of your life where you're feeling a little bit not quite where you would like to be, join me for the Abundance Mastermind this evening or this night or 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. The doors to this particular group shut down. So today is your moment to go and join in, okay? It's a mastermind group where we will be helping you and supporting you in moving yourself forward using divine guidance, okay? This is not just me talking at you. This is also me tapping into spirit and helping you come clear with things to move forward, helping you in any areas where you've been stuck in place around forgiveness or resentments or not knowing what your purpose is, or anything that we've even talked about today. Any situation in life where you're feeling a little bit powerless and you're done and you've been working trying to get rid of it and you can't seem to find the way forward, then this Abundance Mastermind will literally change your life, okay? Because it will reveal things to you that you already kind of know, okay? But you are avoiding, and I will help you put it into some kind of a plan or system to actually move you forward, okay? That's the idea of this. It's working together for 8 weeks. We'll have 6 sessions together. It's a very intimate mastermind group, so there'll be maximum of 5 or 6 people. You do have the option of doing it with me one-on-one if that is your preference, but we'll keep it as private as possible to people. There's something powerful about people coming together, okay? There's just something really incredibly powerful about a mastermind like that, and you want to be part of something really intimate, not the mastermind that has 20 million people. Okay, and this will change you because it's going to follow your agenda. We're going to dig deep into you to help you conquer all your internal blocks and get you moving forward, taking the external actions that will get you the results that you want. Because for some of you, you've been working your socks off for ages trying to get certain external results and you've not been getting them. And I'll tell you right now, it's to do with internal blocks and things that you need to sort out. Because sometimes, there's certain things, there's certain cycles that keep showing up in your life, and you keep trying to avoid them, thinking, no, I just need to put that down. Let me just do this over here. How is it working? If it's not working out for you, then honey, you need to join the Abundance Mastermind, but there's only so many spaces, so go get your spot very quickly. It's at rosemarynollynight.com/abundance. As I say, it's an 8-week thing, but we'll be doing 6 sessions over that 8-week period. You get access to me in between. There's all kinds of wonderful and amazing things that I can't even go into great detail on right now, except to say this. We're going to be deliberately designing your prosperous life, the one that makes a difference, following the calling on your life, okay? As well as for some of y'all, it's not about business. For some of y'all, it is about business. It doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur or not an entrepreneur. As long as you're alive and you're spiritual and you know that there's more for you, then honey, this mastermind will help you because it's going to follow each person's agenda. So it's not about this is a set structured program and you have to do things in this way. No, this is about you deciding you are done with being in the struggle, with being stuck. You are done with it and you're ready to move forward, in which case it's rosemarynollynight.com/abundance. I'm going to bring this to a close by singing the affirmation one last time, and I exhort you to take it into your day. As you're singing it to yourself or humming it to yourself, think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're thinking about and start to make notes, start to make plans based on what bubbles up inside of you. Okay, listen in. I am willing to change. Hey, Narayama Swami, I had to stop for you. Lovely to have you on here, honey. And Doreen, I think you're here, I'm not sure. I am willing to change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. Change my mind. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am powerful. Okay, so take that into your day. share this video. That would be awesome. And if you feel led to join the Abundance Mastermind, go look at it, go join in, okay? If there's any questions, of course, just send me through a private message or just put it under the video. That's fine as well, because whatever your question in, the chances are somebody else's as well. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. You only have a few hours to join in, so don't delay. Go get it. Don't procrastinate, honey. Woohoo! Yes, I am love. Thanks for all the daily motivational speeches. That's absolutely fine, my honey. Okay then, my honeys, it's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you are born to live, because you absolutely want to. Share this video. Thank you very much, Narayama Swami. I love to sing, and I'm so blessed to get to do the things that I love to do in the work that I do. It's a blessing indeed. Okay then, guys, share. That would be well appreciated. Share the video or tag somebody into the video. That would be great. Until the next time, much love. Okay? Bye.